Welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live. We're on Litter Media YouTube again today. Everything worked out well for us doing this live yesterday, and who knows, we may just keep it this way.
Yeah. So migrate over here. Get off Facebook. Come back over here.
Now, we do share the link to the show on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, that works for some reason, but the trying to do it live seems to be giving us some fits right now. So, here's the weather for today. By the way, I'm Mike Smith, and that's Aaron Glandon.
Yes.
Cloudy skies today and tomorrow. A chance of showers on Thursday, except in Frankfort. I was talking with our relatives, which are my neighbors, because I was in Florida all last week where we had rain almost every day. And I said, did we get any rain here? And they all said, only for about 5 minutes at a time. And then it's like you can see it coming on the radar, and then when it gets to Frankfurt, it just dissipates, and then it starts on the other side of Frankfurt.
Well, Frankfurt has a big force field around it.
Well, I'm beginning to think, yes, maybe we're under some kind of plague by the Lord, but we hope not, because we need rain. But we hope for some showers possibly Thursday. I even saw just before going on the air, there's a possibility of a pop-up shower afternoon today, so we'll see. But highs will be in the low to mid-80s during that period. And yesterday we were talking about being down at Marco Island. I was talking about some sunsets, and here are a couple of photos. I took that one. My wife took that one. Now, I think I know what you're going to say. Which is the prettiest of the two?
I think this is a prettier sunset, but this is a better picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
No disrespect to you.
I agree. I was on the balcony of where we were staying when this one was taken, and Laura was actually out on the beach when she took that one.
I think you just zoomed in too far.
Maybe. Because I was trying to, where I was, I didn't have my litter media camera because I was out of state and I didn't trust myself to lose it. She was a lot closer. The action there. Yeah. And on my phone, the camera doesn't zoom in as much as the litter media phone camera. So, but those were pretty pictures. As Doris Shanks would say, good job, God. Great artwork. When we come back, we'll take a look at today's topics. Of course, sports. The Reds got a win last night, but the Guardians just can't seem to beat the Tigers.
Can't do it.
And the CBJ has a new head coach. All that coming up next on Litter Media Live.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
And if you've not been checking in on our website, littermedia.com, we hope that you'll do so. We update this thing throughout the day and evening as warranted, as we try to tell you some of the good stories that are happening in our community.
Yeah.
News topics for today, leading off, opening weekend of the American Battlefield Trust exhibit was a great success with nearly 300 people visiting last weekend. The exhibit remains open Thursdays through Saturdays 1 to 8 p.m. and Sunday 1 to 6 at the gallery on North Paint Street in Chillicothe. You can stop in and see this interactive display of the American Revolution and the people who fought for our, obviously these are people in character.
Oh.
This wasn't
okay.
This wasn't an actual picture from 250 years ago.
Right. Well, I just thought they were really old. I thought it might have been you and your friends out there.
Stepped in a time machine and came, hey, look at all the changes in Chillicothe since we were last here.
In the first half of 2024, United Way Ross County has enrolled almost 500 children in the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, 496 to be precise, by the end of June. Registered children from birth until they turn 5 receive a new book each month, enhancing literacy and accessibility. United Way Ross County is excited to offer this program to the community.
This Saturday and Sunday is the annual Frankfort Sunflower Festival. You'll find concessions, a car show, kiddie tractor pull, games, live music, a 5K run and walk, a baby contest, sunflower contest. I guess you got to have that since it's the Sunflower Festival. Photo contest, there's cornhole tournaments, pie auctions, and a craft tent. Take some time to explore downtown Frankfort this weekend.
I won that baby contest.
Did you
when
really?
When I was a baby.
Are you making this up?
I'm not making it up. You can ask my parents.
Okay. Well,
I had one competitor against me, and he was crying. So.
So you were a slam dunk.
Yeah.
What was the prize?
I don't know. I have a medal. It's at my parents' house.
You had a foo-foo or a fuller?
Yeah.
To keep you from crying, yeah. Well, congratulations. I guess I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
2024 Tristan Miller Music Fest is being held on Saturday, October the 12th at Creekside Occasions in Chillicothe. All proceeds benefit the Tristan Miller Foundation and go directly back to our communities.
15 inspections were completed by the Environmental Health of Ross County Health District for the week of July 14th through July 20th. To see these and all food inspections, follow the link in our website to search by establishment name or location.
And these, by the way, are submitted by the health district, not only in Ross County, but other counties throughout the state of Ohio. So
yeah.
You want to make sure where you're eating is passing food inspections. Check those sites out. The new Rio Grande Community College Pike Center will conduct their student registration day this Thursday, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Waverly High School Athletic Center parking lot. Now, the new campus is being constructed on the site of the old Piketon High School, but registration is being conducted this week in Waverly due to construction work still going at the Piketon site.
That was my story.
I'm sorry.
You just read
can
my
have the
story.
next one.
All right.
You can have that big one next.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has signed House Bill 253 designating 85 miles of Ohio roadway from Greene County to Brown County as the Brigadier General Charles Young Memorial Historical Corridor. Governor DeWine signed the bill in Wilberforce, where the newly designated corridor starts along US 42 in Greene County. The corridor then follows US 68 into Clinton County to US 62 in Brown County, ending at the Simon Kitten Memorial Bridge near Ripley, where Brigadier General Young spent most of his childhood. Young helped pave the way for African Americans in the United States military, becoming the third African American to graduate from West Point and serving with the famed Buffalo Soldiers as a second lieutenant in the 9th Cavalry.
And when he retired as a brigadier general, he was the highest-ranking African-American soldier in the United States Army.
Nice.
So,
when was that? What year?
Well, of course, the Buffalo Soldiers, that goes back into last century, last century.
Right.
So if you've never read up on that, look up the Buffalo Soldiers. That's a fascinating story. In Ross County, work to install a turbo lane on US 23 at the Trigo Creek Road intersection still going on. That project will take up until this fall to get complete. Those are your topics for today. When we come back, we'll take a look at some sports, local, state, and national, all coming up on Litter Media Live. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. I think we mentioned this on the show yesterday. We have a guest from Accurate that's going to be joining us tomorrow morning, in Marcia Zeltman, because Accurate is going to be one of the sponsors, headline sponsors at the Lancaster Festival, which is going on now through this Saturday. Tune in for that special edition of Litter Media Live with Accurate's Marcia Zeltman tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Scioto Valley Dumpsters, Ross and surrounding counties, and they might even stretch over into Fairfield or Scioto counties if you talk nice enough to Carl. 258-389, 253-8389 to get a free quote on a dumpster for your cleanup project at your place, Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Sports. The Ohio High School Athletic Association and its 6 district athletic boards have awarded $200,000 to 200 recent high school graduates as part of OHSAA's Scholar Athlete Scholarship Program. Now, a few weeks back, we told you all of the scholarship winners out of the Southeast District. There's a story that's linked within this story to take you back to that if you missed it. But in the Central District, which was made known to us yesterday, in our Litter Media coverage area, we only had one student athlete that was honored, Slade McCloskey of Liberty Union. And I don't know if you remember, were you with us up at Tays Valley the night we did the Liberty Union basketball game?
I think so.
I think you were. Slade was one of Liberty Union's players in that game. So congratulations, Slade, on being a recipient of one of those $1,000 scholarships.
Paints are idle tonight, getting back into action tomorrow night at home against Lafayette.
Hunter Green worked 7 scoreless innings for the Reds yesterday before the relief crew gave up 1 run. But it was enough to hang on for a 4-1 win. Will Benson also had a huge night at the plate. I know he had at least a single and a home run and had a tremendous over-the-shoulder catch running into the center field wall that took away extra bases for the Braves. So the Reds win it 4-1 to snap a 3-game losing skid. The Braves hosting the Reds again tonight. But the Detroit Tigers have actually owned the Cleveland Guardians this year. I think they've beaten Cleveland like 5 in a row or something like that, but 8-2 was the score last night.
Yeah, and the Columbus Blue Jackets get a new head coach in Dean Eveson.
He'd been with Minnesota, I think, for the last 5.5 years, or a 5.5-year stretch as far as his most recent coaching job. But the Blue Jackets now have a new head coach. That's a look at sports. When we come back, we're taking you back to 1885, a sad day for our nation, as we lost a former president. All that coming up next on This Date in History.
Litter Quality Propane, 92 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
We wrap up with a little history lesson. I need to get my professor hat. I can't find
Your brother
it.
has one of those.
Maybe I could get him to loan that to me.
Yeah.
On this date in 1885, Civil War hero and former President Ulysses S. Grant passed away of throat cancer. While Grant's two-term administration struggled with scandal of corruption among his subordinates, successes of Grant's tenure include passage of the Enforcement Act in 1870, which temporarily curtailed the political influence of the Ku Klux Klan in the post-Civil War South, as well as the 1875 Civil Rights Act, which attempted to desegregate public places such as restrooms, inns, public conveyances on land or water, theaters, and other places of public amusement. Amazing, though, it took almost another 100 years to get that accomplished. In addition, Grant helped to improve U.S. and British diplomatic relations, which had been damaged by the British offer to supply the Confederate Army with tools to break the Union naval blockade during the Civil War. Very sad figure, Grant, after leaving the presidency. His son apparently lost whatever fortune they had in the stock market. So he wanted to, Mark Twain approached him about publishing his memoirs in order to try to recoup some funds or money so that his soon-to-be widow would not be left destitute.
Right.
And Mark Twain actually was not in a great financial situation himself. And at loss to him and his publishing company, he published the memoirs, giving almost all of the proceeds to General Grant. And it was just such a neat story. Someone who was so revered by their country because of his being a successful general in the Civil War and then serving 2 terms as president, that Mark Twain would do that for him. So, but U.S. Grant passed away on this date in 1885. That is a wrap for today. Any chores for you today or tomorrow?
Editing what we did yesterday.
Editing, yes. And that'll be released sometime early August, I think Dan said.
I think that's what he said, yeah.
New Adina Health Center production. So you'll be seeing that here in a couple of weeks. It's hard to believe we're beyond the midway point in July.
It's almost the fair, which means it's almost the end of the summer.
Yeah. Pike County Fair. I think Vinton County's, their fair is this week. Pike County's next week. And then, of course, Ross County. Fayette County's already had their fair. So a lot of fair things going on out there. Yeah.
And then Fairfield will be last.
I still can't picture you as the winning baby contest.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yeah. Not that you were ugly or anything, but when you told me that there was only one other contestant, that made sense. He didn't have all the facial hair, I don't think.
No, I didn't. I did have hair on my head when I was
You weren't a man-child.
No.
Okay. I'll have to speak to your mother about that and see. I could see your mother pinching the competitor, the baby, so you would have a leg.
Maybe.
No, Amy, I'm just kidding you. I love that mother of yours. So tomorrow, again, a special edition. We'll be talking with a representative of Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Marcia Zeltman, about their role this year in the Lancaster Festival, which is taking place all this week through Saturday in Lancaster. That's coming up right here on YouTube Live for Litter Media at about 9 tomorrow morning, and then back somewhere around 11 o'clock for our daily program for a Wednesday, midweek. It's hard to believe. The time just goes by. So until that time, for our ailing buddy Dan Ramey,
I'm Aaron Glandon.
and I'm Mike Smith, saying so long from all of us at Litter Media.